Hello friends, today we are going to talk about SEBI introducing certain rules in order to tighten the derivative segment. Um, Before that, a small disclaimer: we are not registered with SEBI, IRDAI, or any such authorities, and the information that we provide is for general guidance. So please do complete research before you make any investment decision. So, why does SEBI want to tighten the derivative rules? So, what has happened is in the future and option segment, this future and option segment was introduced to hedge risk by the investors. So, for example, if you have a portfolio and in order to offset the losses, what you do is you take the opposite position. This is hedging. So this was what was being done earlier, and this was what the FNO segment was introduced for. But today, what has happened? In order to make quick money, lot of retail investors have jumped in. And if you see that in August 2024, the total value of all positions of derivatives traded was around 10 lakh crore. So you can imagine the amount of volume that is happening these days, and that is because many retail investors just thinking that they will make quick money, they have jumped into it. But unfortunately, what has happened is 9 out of 10 retail investors, they have lost money. Now this is a big amount. If you see that the amount of FNO positions that are being traded, if they are around 10 lakh crore, then the loss also you can think is quite big, quite huge, which is not good for economy, and it's not good for the country. So SEBI therefore has brought in stricter rules. So what they have done is they brought stricter eligibility criteria for stocks. Now why they have brought stricter eligibility criteria for stocks? As I've told you that 9 out of 10 people are actually making loss, and what SEBI feels is that there can be some kind of market manipulation happening, or some kind of sudden increase in volatility happening. And so to curtail all that, SEBI has brought in strict eligibility criteria for stocks. And for the people, for the retail investors, they are increasing the entry barriers. So the derivative trading might become more expensive, the margin requirement might be more. All these things they are trying to do. Also, for any exchange, the option contract expiry would be limited to one. Then SEBI might also monitor the intraday trading positions. So now this is again for stocks. SEBI, if they are taking the average daily market capitalization and average daily traded value of a stock of last 6 months, and they are computing this on 16th of each month, and then they are preparing a report, and the top 500 stocks would be able to enter the FNO segment. So this will happen on rolling basis. So every time you might find a new stock entering the FNO segment, or any one or few of the stocks might not be able to enter the FNO segment if they do not fulfill this criteria. Then there is something called median quarter sigma order size. Now this has been increased to rupees 75 lakhs. Now what is this? It means that the stock price, they should have at least moved by a quarter of its standard deviation in the last 6 months. So basically they'll take the standard deviation of the stock price, and they would see that this stock price should have at least moved by a quarter of its standard deviation in the last 6 months, and that value should not be less than 75 lakhs. Only then they would get entry in the FNO segment. Then there is market wide position limit. Now this has been increased to 1500 crore. So what is this market wide position limit? This is nothing but maximum permitted open interest. So people who are doing FNO will know what is an open interest. So for a stock, it has been increased to 1500 crore. Also, the average daily delivery value in cash market for the last 6 months for a stock should not be less than 35 crores. Now again, if this is introduced, again the stocks in the FNO segment will be selected on rolling basis. They should have this criteria, only then they can enter the FNO segment. So these are the things SEBI has been trying to implement, and probably it would get implemented in next few days, few months or so. So if you have liked the information we have provided, and if you feel it is useful, please like, subscribe and share. You can also give your comments in the comment section. Thank you.